When I was talking about in my last video about going into the pods, real life is just so boring. It's like playing Super Mario Brothers, the same level over and over again. That's what life is like. But you don't. At this point, it's not like you help the princess or anything like that. You're just playing the same level over and over again, not moving up to the next level, not going to anything better. Like economically, working these jobs, which I'm not against jobs. I'm not against work. I'm not one of these people who are like, oh, everything should be free. But the pay doesn't equal the inflation. It just feels like a soulless job. Mind-numbing, and for me, I'm not going to self-delete ever. In fact, I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to actually prolong my life. As weird as it sounds, is because for me, it just seems like this whole life is just about suffering. And if there is any type of reincarnation or karma, I want to get that shit out of the way so I don't ever have to come back here. Because this isn't paradise to me. It's not. It's just soul sucking. Just like being I've already said this before in different videos, it's like not having a carrot on the stick. That's how it feels. Not progressing. I wonder how it felt for the boomers to see like the progression, how they can make major mistakes and they'd be okay, but now we can't make any type of mistake. That's how it feels. The room for error is so small nowadays. And for me, it's just like monotonous and boring. Like I said, it's like playing the same level over and over again. I already feel like I'm in prison. I mean, I might not be confined to a box. I kind of am. But, you go to work or go home. I mean, I go, it's just the same thing over and over again. It's like you're not getting any type of reward. That's how it feels. And trying to talk to other humans, I just don't have the same interests as them. I get up on Twitter and I see that LeBron James' son had a cardiac arrest the other day. And then, I have some like thoughts about the vaccines and all that. But like that's what people jump to. Oh, he had the vaccines. It's like I'm just tired of like assumptions, and I want to see proof. And with politics, it's all the same shit. It's just okay. Right now, it's about climate change, and the next week is about gun control, and then the next thing after that is going to be about race, and then it's just like it just goes. It's in cycles, and it's just fucking boring. It's fucking old. Just get tired of it. It's just when I'm talking about like I want to go into the pods, like like I said, if reality for an average person was, because I live an average life, and there's probably a lot of people that can agree with me. They live the same average life. And you have to have people like me. If you don't have people like me, then stuff's not going to be produced. Stuff's not going to be made or shipped or maintained. So you have to have people like me, and they have to feel like generally the same type of despair, especially if you're a man. Since women don't want nothing to do with us anymore, it's almost like, what's the point of all this shit? So like, that's why I'm like, you know, I just like, okay, I'm ready for the fucking pods. If I can be stimulated mentally at least, then I'm fine with that. So obviously, physically, I'm not going to be stimulated, but at least mentally, I can be stimulated. At least something stimulated. Because it's like, could you imagine hanging out with and going into different environments of people who have passed away? Like I said before, like, you know, like you go into some movie and then like you can redo it and interject different AI personalities of people and whatever situation you create, you know, the sky's the limit. And you know, like when you're most of us are low status people who will just stay poor. So it's like, if this is going to be my life for the rest of my life, like the digital world just sounds so much more better to be in than reality, because reality is only cool if you're fucking rich. You know, most people are going to be low class, poverty stricken. So at least I can have some type of enjoyment. And I understand, like, and I'm not like, oh, I don't want no challenges. You know, in life you have to have some challenges, of course. Because if everything's just fucking happens exactly the way you want, then it just get boring. But for me, when I was complaining about the challenges, because it's just like non-stop fucking challenges, it's like, you know, I have to live like completely straight and fucking narrow, straight-laced. And a lot of other people don't have to live like me, because for me, what it feels like is there's like, if I end up like fucking off even a little bit, I am immediately feeling consequences. Like immediately. When other people would be doing the same thing, they don't have to worry about it. Just like, oh, why don't you fuck around at work or something like that, or because I'm the first motherfucker that gets caught fucking off at work. So that's why I'm always fucking working, because it doesn't matter. That's what I'm talking about. That's how life is for me. And you know, I say that because I know most people don't give a fuck about my struggles, and my struggles are extremely light compared to like some like harsh things that people go through. But some people can probably relate to that, where it's like, dude, I'm bettering myself. Like, how much more dumb shit has to keep happening to me? You know, it's one thing if I shoot myself in the foot. I can get that. But it's like, when I'm trying to like lead the best life I can, and then the universe or God or whatever is just like, or the simulation is just like, fuck you, go, you need to be better, it's like, dude, just back off, man. You know, like, if I speed like that guy that just passed me, if I speed, I'm gonna be the one that gets pulled over. You know, so that's why I'm like, I am tired of having all this pressure on me to have to do everything the fucking right way. and if I don't do it the right way, immediate consequences. Like, fuck you, consequences. Just fucking. That's why I'm like, man, I'm just ready for the fight. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of the struggle. I'm tired, man. I'm ready. I don't care. I'll abandon my body. I'll become an AI. I don't give a fuck. It's not like I'm really in my life. I don't have nothing to look forward to. And this is what a lot of people have to are in the same boat. They have nothing to fucking look forward to. It's just, what, going to work, man. Yeah, fucking going to work. That's what I got to look forward to. That's fucking awesome. I'm fine being by myself for the most part, but it would be cool, like, it would be cool to have somebody that can enjoy the same type of scenario that I'm in. Like, someone to experience, somebody to build with that don't have like a ton of responsibilities. I.e., kids, small kids. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to take on a single mom. I don't want to deal with her dumbass ex. I don't want to deal with those kids misbehaving, treating me like shit while I'm fucking workhorse plowing to help provide for them, and they look at me like I'm standing in the way of their parents getting back together. I don't want to deal with that shit. And that's all life really has to offer me at this point. Single fucking moms with fucking kids that I gotta raise that aren't my fucking kids. I don't want that. So I'm just like, okay, well, if I can't even date anymore because women either want fucking drug dealers, you know who I'm talking about, and it has nothing to do with race either, so don't fucking, whoever's trying to say some shit. It's just like, when you see that dude sitting in that fucking passenger seat, and he's all thugged out, and that's why I brought up fucking race to people. Oh, he's fucking, no. Thugged out could be any fucking race. But you see that girl who's came from privilege, and she's got that thug in the fucking passenger seat with her, and you know he's a fucking drug addict, and or he's a drug dealer or something. That's the only reason why she has him. And it's just fucking like seeing that, like the type of women, like, they don't want good men. They don't want fucking good men that'll fucking treat them right. That they want, because they're dysfunctional. And it's just, what's the point of me continuing to better myself? You know, when they're like, become what you want to attract. Dude, I'm getting to the point where, like, I can't attract no one because there's nobody on my level. And it's just, man, it's just annoying.